They kicked open the manager's office. The manager was completely frozen in fear. This was already the third holdup this month, but these two were so reckless. It made him feel hopeless for the first time. With a weapon pointed at his face, the manager had no choice but to open the vault. They tossed a large bag in front of him and ordered him to fill it with cash in 1 minute. The manager started stuffing stacks of bills inside, but they still thought he was too slow. They kept yelling at him to hurry up. Then the manager noticed a special stack rigged with a tiny die pack. He glanced at one of them rummaging through the cabinets, quickly grabbed that stack and shoved it to the bottom of the bag. The other one realized the rest of the cabinets were nearly empty. He grabbed the manager by the collar. The manager confessed with all the recent holdups. The bank had cut its cash reserves by 90%. Furious at the news, they dragged the manager to the ATM in the lobby. Only armored truck crews can open those machines. One of them shoved the manager aside in anger and started unloading on the machine. The barrel was red hot and smoking, but the ATM didn't budge at all. The other one started to panic. 8 minutes had already passed. He looked out the window. The entire bank was surrounded by cops. They realized they were in serious trouble. They quickly locked all the employees and customers inside the vault, then walked right out the front door. The cops outside were completely stunned. These two actually had the nerve to charge straight out while surrounded. The cops had seriously underestimated them. Calling it an escape would be an insult. This was a full-on firefight under their heavy suppressive fire. Over 100 officers couldn't even lift their heads. Don't think these two were just reckless maniacs. They came fully prepared for this. They brought 2 handguns, 5 assault weapons, and thousands of rounds. The firepower was absolutely overwhelming. What made it worse, they were wearing top-tier body armor. Standard police rounds couldn't penetrate it. Facing such aggressive opponents, the cops had no answer. Officers and bystanders kept getting hit and going down. A brave sergeant tried to cover a wounded civilian. He waited for a brief pause when they reloaded and sprinted across. Unfortunately, one of them spotted him. He took a hit to the arm and fell hard. They fired several more rounds at him. Luckily, they didn't finish him off. Fighting through the pain, he dragged himself behind some cover in the bushes and returned fire at them. He only got off 3 shots before facing a storm of hundreds of rounds coming his way. The battle was reaching its peak when the cash bag they were carrying started spewing red smoke. The die pack had finally gone off. Enraged by this, they rushed back into the bank, looking to settle the score with the manager. But they made one fatal mistake. They had locked all the hostages in the vault. The manager saw them coming back and raising their weapons. He quickly pulled the heavy vault door shut and sealed it tight. The cash was destroyed, and the hostages were completely protected. Now the two of them were totally cornered with no way out. They had to make their last stand.